Okay, we're confident, we're focused and determined to find that new job. Here to tell us how we can make the most out of our job search is the Vice President of Professional Services for Lee Hecht Harrison, Megan Davies. Megan, welcome to From the Inside Out.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Tell us a little bit about your company, Lee Hecht Harrison.
Yes, Lee Hecht Harrison is a career transition firm, which means we work with clients who have been transitioned out of their company and need help with their job search. We're not recruiters, we're educators and coaches, and so we're there to help them prepare and execute a job search. We work with all levels.
Great. Then how would someone get started with that job search? Where do you start? Where do you begin?
Well, we actually teach all of our clients what we call a 10-step process to the job search. And it starts out with figuring out, what do you want to do? Because sometimes people just jump right into their job search and start networking and interviewing without really reflecting on what it is they truly want to do and what will make them happy. So that's the first step.
And that might be a real great opportunity if someone has lost a job to say, this is a chance for me to do something I really want to do versus by default I ended up in this job, in this career.
Exactly. I have many clients that once I start working with them tell me, gosh, I really wasn't happy in my old job. And now I'm thinking about pursuing possibly getting my own business or doing something a little bit different with my career that will make me happier.
So this could be a good time for them to do that.
Exactly.
Is it true that many jobs are not advertised and you've got to sort of know the right people to find out about something?
Yes, we lovingly call that the hidden job market. But what happens is many jobs are never posted because they might be created for a person, or a hiring manager may know that someone is going to leave and they have networked with the right people so they know exactly who they're going to replace that person with. So, you hear, gee, it's who you know. It really is who you know.
It really is. I had an example of that last night. I was at a board meeting and a fellow board member told me that he lost his job at the end of January, middle January, and he did all the right things, updated his resume, got some assistance, asked the right questions, thought about what he was wanted to do, and then through a friend, a professional friend, connected him to a large healthcare company to remain unnamed in Columbus, Ohio, and he is now starting next week. And it was really, the job was not something that he could have found out with it not having been for this friend. So I think that is true.
That actually happened to me with the job I have today.
Really?
Yes. I was in a situation where I wasn't happy and wanted to do something different with my career and thought about career transition as a possibility for me and happened to know the general manager of Lee Hecht Harrison and invited her to lunch just to find out a little bit more about what consultants do, and it just so happened they were looking for a full-time consultant, but I had no idea that they were.
Oh, that's a great story.
Yeah.
So one key is go take the person to lunch that you want a job with.
Exactly.
Okay, we know that. It seems like people are using the internet for everything, and one of the things that is a question for me that I'd like your feedback on or input in is how important social networking sites are to the job search. You hear all the time about Facebook and MySpace and LinkedIn. What purpose do they serve in actually finding a job?
Right. LinkedIn is probably the most popular social networking website with our clients, because I would say of those three, it's probably the one that focuses more on professional attributes such as your background, and if you're looking for a position, that seems to be the focus of LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is the one I'm most familiar with, and what's wonderful about LinkedIn is that you can find colleagues that maybe you've lost track of that you used to work with, or friends you graduated from high school or college with. And it's wonderful if you're looking for that networking connection inside a target company and you can find that connection on LinkedIn.
That person's
it's
right
wonderful.
there.
And I have many clients that have done that and have great success with it.
Are there any others other than LinkedIn? I know that was really established to be more of a professional networking tool.
Facebook and MySpace I always think of is for more really the social network, not necessarily for professional uses. And all I would say there is if you're going to have information on either of those sites, that you think about what you're putting there, and if you're posting pictures or any type of information that if a potential employer could look you up on there, what would they find?
Right. I read something about that caution in a newspaper article just last week, that be very, very careful that your page is professional, if you're, because you don't know who's going to
No,
look on
you
to
don't.
see that.